All right, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me go ahead and just give Spotify a good portion of the rest of the stream off. And hey, welcome to tonight's overlay. And clearly, I still need to make some changes to it. Hi, Trouble. How you doing? Look at her. She's right here on the other side of me. Hi. Hello. Can I give you a hug? I'll give you a hug. She gave me the most plaintive meow when I did that. She's like, Dad, don't do that. I don't want to do the mushy stuff where people can see it. I'm telling you, this girl loves me. This kitty, she loves me very much, and I love her. Okay, so let me go ahead and make a couple of changes because we don't need the Elgato tonight. We're going to be using well, we're not going to be using the display. We're actually going to be using Visor, but I have not yet hooked up Visor. So let's see if we can get that underway. And let me just see. Let me see. Okay, it's not detecting my phone. That's always fun. Let's try this again. Boom. And there we go. And hopefully you guys. Okay, yes, you can see it. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I am going to turn off the display. There we go. And now it's like, visor. All right. Anyways, hey everyone. Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to tonight's live stream. This one is unscheduled, and it is just kind of a little let's talk and chill, and I'm going to play some of DC Worlds Collide, and we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming DC month of November, and just kind of like, I'd really like, I have some ideas for other types of content that I could make for that month that isn't just like watching movies and shows, which is essentially the camera pointed at me, which I mean, you guys don't seem to mind that, but let's be honest, it doesn't draw in a lot of people. And I'd like to change that up if we can. So I'm feeling out some video ideas and stuff like that. I really want to know what you guys would like to see from me. And I have a feeling that I've taken at least some of your thoughts into consideration, but we'll figure that out as we go on. So, anyways, let me say hello to everyone who has shown up in the chat. That would be Marvel and DC Marshlands, who I suspect right now is probably watching the second episode of season 2 of Peacemaker, which, you know, coincidentally, there he is featured on the video game in the banner. CG anime fan who thinks that, you know, DC is the best, and I mean, you know, we're all allowed our opinions. We're all allowed to be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And House of X is here. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. I hope you guys are all well. I hope your weekend is off to a good start. Mine technically started last night because I requested today off, and I actually have Friday off already. So I'm basically in the middle of a 5-day weekend, thanks to me being smart and requesting things off. So CG says that it's too bad that the anime month is almost over, but he's looking forward to the upcoming months. Well, I'm going to try to get in the last 4 episodes of Way of the Housed Husband before the month is over. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. Keep your eyes open because I've only got like 3-4 days to do it. So anyways, let's see. First of all, I just want to say, oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, okay, Eagly delivery. First of all, I didn't know Peacemaker apparently has a pet eagle named Eagly, and that's freaking hilarious to me. I'm just like, okay, all right, whatever. That's really funny. So, okay, we've got it. Can we? There we go. But I love the name of this. I love the name of this event, Peacemaker's Apology Tour. It's basically like the banner event for a new character. Peacemaker is a legendary, which means he's going to be really hard to get, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him before this event ends, and I'm really not that invested in doing so. What I'm more invested in doing right now is building up a number um, of the, oh God, what do they call them here? First of all, let me go ahead and do that. And let's take a look at the shop. These super encrypted tokens, because with these, the super encrypted tokens, they let you do draws um, for not only epics, but also legendaries as well. You have a very small chance of getting either one. And since Peacemaker is a legendary, you know, they definitely want you to try to pull for him. So, but but yeah, so what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be doing a couple of things. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go over here to security plan. We've got a bunch of daily missions to complete. We're going to go ahead and work on those. I've already completed 3 because some of them are just that quick to complete. Some of them are simple as just log in today. Others are, you know, collect supplies, use the quick collect, challenge 1 regular stage, stuff like that. And the timer resets at 7 o'clock for me. So we're gonna be working on these. We're gonna work a little bit on weeklies. You guys are gonna watch me recruit 5 characters tonight from the legendary pool. Sorry. Um, so that will happen. There is a very, very, very small chance that I might pull Peacemaker. So small, so very small, but it could happen. So and that's going to be a thing that I'm going to have to do, because not only are we working on the regular dailies and the regular weeklies, but we're also working on High Trouble. I'm not giving you any treats right now. I gave you some of my chicken, okay? You have been spoiled plenty as it is, you little butt. Okay, we're also going to be working on events for Peacemaker's Apology Tour, because he has a list of daily events and then also season missions that you can get. And you can get 2 types of currency from this event. You can get these silver helmets and you can get these gold helmets, and you can use them in this little Peacemaker's. Sorry, one of my coworkers was texting me. We're on a group chat, and apparently, um, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not that far away from getting my first tattoo. It's coming up. And so someone made a joke about me getting a Spider-Man tattoo, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be what you think. It's going to be more of a trouble tattoo with a Spider-Man element in it, but you know, so that's kind of what that was about. So, um, anyways, but you can do you have a silver helmet shop where you can buy all this cool looking stuff that I don't know what all of it does. And then they've got the gold helmet shop too, which will have even more of these super encrypted tokens, and also you can buy fragments for Peacemaker and Cyborg and the Bride of Frankenstein. So, trouble. What? I'm not giving you any treats. She's gonna make me give her treats, isn't she? So, so anyways, yeah, there's gonna be quite a bit we do here, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna just want to chat with you guys, see how you're doing. Which, by the way, feel free to sound off in the chat. How are you doing? How are things going? What's new? What's exciting? Please talk to me, because I want to you know, I want to make this about you guys as much as it's about me as well. So, but one of the things I really want to talk about is going to be November this month, because I got to tell you guys, I have been watching a lot of clips of a lot of stuff from DC lately. And like I think I've seen this, but I think I saw a clip from, I think it's The Killing Joke, where Joker talks to Batman about him be like them both being crazy, and it was just a great scene. And I'm like, I really got to watch that again because my girlfriend at the time took me out to see that when it was in theaters, and we had a great time. But it's been so long that it's been probably 8 years, I think, and I was like, I got to watch that again at some point. So, anyways, what I really would like to know is what kind of videos do you guys want to see? And I'm not just talking about like the, the like any video game let's plays because I'm thinking of suspending a lot of my regular let's plays in November and doing just DC games during the month of November. Tell me what you think of that. But also not just watch parties, not just show it, not just Film First Friday, not just classics revisited, because fate knows we could probably flood that with all DC content during the month of November. I want to know what kind of videos you guys would like to see from me during that month. Do you want me to do like a top 10 list of my favorite DC superheroes? Do you like what kind of, I guess, uploaded content would you guys like to see from me during that month to celebrate DC in a way that will make you guys more excited about it? And while you're talking about that, while you guys are hopefully um, putting things in the chat about it, we're going to go ahead and jump over to this screen right here because Miss Trouble wants her treats, and we're going to give them to her. So let's go ahead and do that for a moment. Okay, Trouble. Are you ready? Are you ready for your treats? All right. Okay. All right. The Killing Joke is actually one of the more infamous Batman animated films. A lot of people don't like it. I mean, I get that. I know that they made some additions that the comic didn't include, and a lot of people had issues with it. I get that. I really do. I still enjoyed it for what it was. There you go. There's one, two, three, four. Hey, where you going? I'm not done yet. Where are you going, you little asshole? Come here. Hey, get over here if you want the remaining two. What is it with you? Why do you keep running away like I got one more. Moron. Where are you going? Trouble. Get up here. Final one. This cat, I swear. Come on. She's like, now I'm running away from you, Dad. Okay, all right. So hopefully she will leave us alone for a good portion of the stream. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and move back to my my blah, 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 my overlay. There we go. My brain is like a sieve some days, guys. So, all right. So, a lot of people don't like it. So, what I'm hearing from you, CG, is that I should do a video essay in defense of the Killing Joke. I'm kidding, of course, but I mean, sometimes when these discussion points come up, it's like, maybe we should revisit that thing that you had opinions about. All right. Um, a ranking of live action Batman films and or actors could be really cool if you've seen all of them. So, I mean, is that going to include the animated ones? Because I definitely haven't seen all the animated ones. Um, so, but I mean, like, if we were to do the live act, oh, well, you said live action. Sorry, brain again, Civ. You get it. Okay. Um, I mean, like, I could do that. Let me think. The live action Batman movies, if you want to count the 1966 one, we'll go ahead and do that just for the sake of it. Then we've got the first Keaton Batman, the second one, the Kilmer, the Clooney. Then we've got the Nolan trilogy, and then you've got Battinson, and then you've also got Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. Um, it's not impossible. That's what, 10 movies? So yeah, that's definitely doable. It's worth considering. But so yeah, like list videos, I feel like DC especially lends itself to list videos pretty easily. So we could do that. What else? We could do, I mean, I could do video essays. I made the joke about the killing joke, you know? Um so there is that one. Like and I could do an essay video about like really any aspect of DC, but like, it would probably be something like for me, I don't know. For me, I feel like a lot of people who defend Henry Cavill's Superman as the best one, I kind of have issues with those people. Um, and I'm not arguing that like that one has done the best at the box office, big deal. Um, but like, that just you're just making it a popularity contest. In my opinion, I feel like Corin Sweat's Superman is a lot closer to the ideal of Superman than Cavill's. Not that I dislike Henry Cavill. I thought he did fine in the job, in the role, but I just don't feel like the people at DC or Warner Brothers at the time, like I don't think they knew what Superman was supposed to be, and so they gave him crap material to work with. So there are two Batman serials from the 1940s, but I won't blame you if you don't want to watch them. Yeah, you probably would have to work to get me to watch those, and so I wouldn't recommend it for the time being. Okay, all of these dailies are in the multiverse part of the game, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Let me go to the event center. I got a bunch of riddles that I still need to solve. The store is throwing stuff at me, so let me go and get it. One of the things that I really like about DC Worlds Collide is that really, like, in a lot of ways, you go through, you take care of all the red dots, and then you don't really have to play this game for another 24 hours. You can if you want to, but like I really like that there's only kind of one part of the day where I have to really kind of like drill down and concentrate to get this stuff done. All right, we're gonna do one bit of Crisis Watch, possibly two. I'm apparently on stage 7, so let's just go ahead. Killer Frost is here. Is she an available character that you can play? I don't remember having seen her. So, all right. And as you guys can see, I've gotten my first legendary. It's Superman. So, and I've taken him up as high as I can for the moment. So, all right. What else would you guys like to see from me during the month of November? Like, again, like beyond the kind of normal fare of content that I do, I feel like I do too much streaming at this point to really put out a lot of good uploaded content, and I want to kind of change that. Um, but we'll talk more about that later. I want to know, like, what else would you like to see? Would you like to see me do, like, I don't know, I mean, I suppose I could do like a tier list. Like, I could either do a top 10 list or I could do a tier list of Batman movies. I suppose I could do it with Superman movies or just DC movies in general. There's just so many DC movies, you know? All right, let's see how we do with this stage 8 because I don't know how we'll do. Looks like we're doing pretty good though. We did that last one really quick. So, um now a couple of things that I have thought of. Again, list videos, which I can do stuff like that. Um, Video essays, I can talk about you know really any number of topics within the DC universe. One thing that I've also considered doing, and I've actually started making a playlist for this. I've started looking for videos and clips that have to do with DC that I can watch and react to. Some of them I've seen, and others I haven't. So, like, we could do like a live stream where I watch some videos, like, of like, I think Watch Mojo has a list video of like the top 30 times that Batman went beast mode. And I have not watched that. And I'm like, I'll bet this would be a fun one to watch and react to. So, I mean, I could do stuff like that where like I can at least see the content. I don't know necessarily if that'll get copyright struck, but like we could try, I could watch that and just keep it in the stream and then just like a little while later just release like an edited version where a lot more of it's cut out and stuff like that. So, um damn, I'm doing really well actually. Okay. We got two more stages. I'm not going to worry about them because I don't really need to do them tonight. But let's go ahead. We're going to take a moment. Okay, Crisis Watch, you're really bugging me. Stop doing that. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and head to Convergence. It looks like Star City is open. No, Star City is not open. Fawcett is open. Okay, any of you DC people, tell me, what is Fawcett? I don't know anything about Fawcett. Please feel free to educate me. All right, and as we go in, it's gonna be, oh man, it's just gonna be tactical, folks. All right, let's just go in and do it. I don't know. All right, you were just about to ask if I could react to clips or not. I mean, like, there are VTubers that make videos where they're reacting to other content creators' videos. And I mean, like, they're having a discussion with their chat at the time. That's gonna be another fairly vital element here. I'm gonna need a fairly engaged chat when I do those videos. And so, like, I really would like to, one, I would like to really uh, get people to show up for it, but I also need people who are going to have things to say about the things that I'm watching and reacting to. So it's kind of one of those things like, yeah, this would be great, but if I don't have a lot of engagement, then probably if I'm not going to have as much to say about it, or I don't have as big a reaction to something that's playing, then it's a lot more likely that I could be copyright struck for those things. So, like, if you got friends who like DC and I post this, tell them, hey, come to this. Come to this. I'm going to be there. This guy, we're trying to get him into DC more. Like get over there is kind of what I'm saying. Get over there, get people who like to chat, get people who have things to say and want to talk, people that are going to laugh about it. Um, yeah, stuff like that. Okay, and at this point, let's just see how this goes because I don't know how it's gonna go. Okay, Fawcett is a Shazam thing. CG thinks that Fawcett owned Shazam before DC got the rights. So he thinks that the Fawcett name is now used as a tribute/reference. Oh, okay. So is it used as the name of a fictitious town in the DC universe? Because that's what it seems like based on the context of the game here. And really, I don't care how sloppy this victory is as long as I get the win. All right, Connie, you're next. All right. Oh, did I complete? Did I clear the town? Holy crap, that's nice. I got a super encrypted token for my troubles too. That's great. Let's grab this. And let's see how we do here. It's like we've got like a leveled up version of Fawcett, so it's like the town difficulty just keeps getting more and more uh well difficult. So yeah, CG. I do remember that. I do remember because Shazam, the name Captain Marvel, all that stuff, like the similarities to Superman. Let me tell you, man, Shazam, that dude has been through the court system so much. All right. We're going to do as much of this version of Fawcett as we can. And hopefully just like as soon as I get defeated, I'll stop. But at least for now, I like to get in here because my roster has clearly gotten stronger enough for me to do more of this particular map. So, hey Andrew, how you doing? Cool LP. Oh, thank you, thank you. This is one of those games that like I play it every day, and I'm most likely to play it between like 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock, just because like I get all my tasks done, all my tasks done, and then I don't need to touch it for like the next 24 hours. I mean, you can still do that, but I like games that do not demand that I sink my time into them all the time. So, anyways, welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm just chatting with my viewers here because in November the channel theme is going to be DC Comics media, and I am just trying to get a feel for what kind of videos that you guys would like me to do during the month of November. Um in addition to kind of my watch party and let's play content, like I'm thinking about videos for upload, some lists, maybe some essays, and again, I'd really like you guys' input. So if you have any ideas, let me know. CG Anime Fan has suggested that I do like you know, a list of like the best Batman movies and or actors, stuff like that. Um, I've thought about doing um some video essays, and then possibly also doing some like reaction to like other YouTube videos on aspects of DC, stuff like that. So if you have anything that you'd like to see from me during the month of November, let me know because I'm taking suggestions at this point. So all right. Oh, Jason Todd, you what is it? Oh yeah, you saucy little minx. There we go. One thing I do like about Constantine, he's got that like AoE fire attack. Oh, that thing is so nice. This one right here, boom. Like he takes off a lot of health of a lot of characters. Man, their tanks are really holding the line. Ah. Oh wait, that was my rejuvenation mirror. That was not a mirror master attack. Okay. Which by the way, I would like to say since I started playing this game, I really want to know more about Mirror Master because I really like his attacks. And I'm just like, dude, this guy is probably really powerful. I'd never heard of him before I started playing this game. Um, I believe he's a Flash villain, and that's really kind of all I know about him. Apparently, he uses mirrors. So, all right, let's see how we do here. I'm actually making a lot further than I thought I would. I thought I might get like one or two modules into this stage. I think I'm almost a quarter of the way through it. And now, okay, my tanks are holding the line. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It really annoys me that Damian Wayne, the brat, is considered an epic character. Well, Tim Drake is merely considered a oh God, what is it? He's not epic. He's I can't remember what they call it. There's rare. No, there's uncommon, which I don't even think are worth leveling up. There's rare, which is like there's five characters. It's like Batgirl, Catwoman, King Shark. Um, I think it's either the Question or Phantom Stranger. They both look the same to me, and then like one other person whom I can't remember. And then like you have the next tier, the purple tier, and I cannot remember what it's called, but I think you've got about a dozen of them. And Tim Drake, my favorite Robin, is in the purple tier, and then Damian the Brat Wayne is up in Epic, and that really just mm, really frosts my weenie. Okay, that's what I got to say about that. All right. All right. So since the second Shazam film did poorly, CG doubts that the character will be coming back soon. That's really unfortunate because I liked the first one quite a bit. The second one was definitely not as good as the first. But I really liked the first one quite a bit. Not too crazy about the actor. He's expressed some opinions that I'm not too crazy about. But I definitely enjoyed the movie itself, and I won't deny he did a really good job during that first one. So, um, but yeah, I'm kind of sad that that second one didn't do as well. So, all right, let's see. Mirror Master really is a powerful character. He's not super well known or anything, but Flash fans really like him. Am I a Flash fan? Am I a Flash? I think maybe I may be a Flash fan then. Damian is the scariest of the Robins because he's done some intense things that Batman doesn't approve of. Yeah, I know, but that's kind of one of the things that I hate about him because they basically made him a Mary Sue character when they first introduced him. And I freaking hated that kid. All right. I'm willing to give him a chance. I'll watch some more media that he's in and everything, but like really young Damian Wayne pissed me off in anything that I read with him in it. In anything that I encountered him in, like in moving pictures media, I really just disliked him. And I think most of you know this. When the comic came out where his mother Talia killed him, I made sure to go buy that because I wanted to buy that little bastard's death. Okay. I was just like, I hate this little flipper, this little shocker. Okay. To stick with my Batman theme, or not my Superman, or Jesus, my Spider-Man theme. This little shocker. Okay. But yeah, I wanted that comic. Hey, Squiffid. Good to see you, buddy. How are things? How have you been? It has been a while. Where you been? It's good to see you. Come in, give me a hug. Good to see you. CG like Zachary Levi as an actor, but yeah, he said some cringy things. I certainly feel like he has. So, all right. I'm really surprised at how far I'm making it through here. Like, I mean, take a look at the numbers totals. The numbers total in blue, that's my power level. The numbers total in red, up on the versus, that's the enemy's power. And I'm still making it through. So, whatever. I'm happy to continue as long as it'll let me. So, what I can tell about Damien in the animated films, it looks like as he has grown up, he has really not only matured, but he's also become a lot more sympathetic. Um, I think I saw a clip where he basically was, I don't know if he was just like grieving or remembering, but like he called Nightwing his brother. And I know they did not get along at first. I know. They did not get along first because there was a comic called Batman versus Robin. I have not read it. All I know is that Damian is Robin and Nightwing is wearing the cowl. And I mean, I just remember seeing one of the covers where it looked like Robin had a sword out and he was about to behead Batman from behind. And I'm like, yeah, I can believe Damian would do shite like this. So okay, looks like we finally suffered our first defeat. That was stage 7-8, and this one's got 21. I already made it 1/3 of the way through this new version of the stage. Shit, that's great. Okay, but we can leave Convergence behind now. And we can go over here to Evil Falls. This one's pretty simple. We just do one battle against a villain here, and we either take him down or he takes us down. If we take him down, then we fight the next version who's a little bit more powerful until we fall, or if he defeats us, then we're just done. I am going to switch out Captain Cold for Superman. And really, I think we're good here. So, all right. Okay. All right. Hopefully, we can take down the Night Owl. So, Squiffed lost your channel due to a copyright thing? Oh my God, what happened? Please tell me more. I want to know. And you got engaged. Congratulations. That's awesome. There's a celebratory flip for you right there. So you've been okay? Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. And I'm really sorry about your channel. Yeah, let me know what was going on there because that sounds like it sucks. So, and my little orange gremlin child has come back, but she doesn't seem to be staring at me. All right. CG noticed that a building in the Fawcett area has a Savannah sign. Dr. Savannah is one of Shazam's main enemies. Was Dr. Savannah in either of the Shazam movies? Let me know because yeah, sounds like he could have been, but I don't know for certain. Okay, I really hate that motorcycle shielding him. That thing is really annoying. All right. Okay, it was on a Demon Slayer video that you did, and the Greedy Animation Company wanted to shoot down a small YouTube channel. So that's what happened. Like, what was their claim that you were like using too much footage and then that it wasn't protected by fair use? Um, like what was the deal? Again, and if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. I'm just intensely curious about this. Okay, so Dr. Savannah is the character that Mark Strong played. Okay, all right, I do remember. Um, yeah, because Mark Strong and who is it? Stanley Tucci, like they look very close. Like, they resemble each other quite a bit, so they get mistaken for each other quite a bit. I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. Okay, we're gonna go to War World. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this go real quick. All right. First of all, okay, yes, I suck. I keep getting defeated. But I'm at Master 3 and, that's fine. We're going to go and just go after the highest ranked guy that I think I can beat. This should be no problem. But we're going to just hit fast forward and let it calculate the results. Because in the arena, you can do that. And I really like that. Because otherwise, the arena takes for flipping ever. So we're gonna go ahead and I can probably take this guy, the middle guy. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go for these guys. So, and we're gonna just calculate it out. We got a victory, and I'm still at Master 3. Ooh, we're gonna try for the Flash here. All right, and it's only 3 of them, so they're making it easy for me to advance. So, okay. All right, I'm at Master 2 now. I'll probably lose that in about 5 minutes. So, okay. Squiffid, they claimed that you pirated the footage even though you got it from Crunchyroll. I mean, it doesn't matter where you get it. It matters like how much of it you used. I think one of the things they tend to take into consideration is like, could someone who's watching this like decide to watch this instead of the product that they're selling? And so like that would be a valid reason for them to copyright claim you, stuff like that. Um, like my understanding is that where you got it doesn't matter so much as how you decided to use it. Because like, I mean, I don't know if you've watched my reaction video for the first episode of Spider-Man the animated series. Um, and hopefully that doesn't ever get copyright claimed, but I try to keep my clips pretty short when I use them. I try to keep them at maybe like about 4 seconds or less. I occasionally go over that, but like kind of one of the big things is like, oh, well, if you're using that little at a time, then probably you're fine, depending. Copyright is very messy. I also made sure to put like a little Spidey librarian like seal on it so that way it kind of messes it up so that like someone couldn't like if they wanted to watch it and they were just like, oh, I'll watch this instead of like getting a Crunchyroll subscription. Like they're gonna have to see that there's a Spidey Librarian like watermark there. Just stuff like that. Just stuff that you can do to, you know. It was a 2-minute edit. You posted it 7 times and had to edit it each time to be able to post it. Okay, and then I'm guessing that they did not tell you where the offending parts were and what you needed to do about them. At least, like, well, they might have told you where the offending parts were. They probably didn't give you much context because apparently they don't have to, which sucks. I really hate that. So, let's see. Black Adam is Shazam's other main enemy, but Black Adam got his own film where he never fights Shazam. Okay, that is just weird. Like, I don't think I ever saw the Black Adam film, and I don't know that I will. I mean, I like The Rock, but I just heard terrible things about um about that movie. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, this guy is easy. Jimothy. I keep hearing about Jimothy. I see him at the top of all of these boards, and he's just like ridiculous. So, all right. So for the elite arena, there are 4 things we need to do. We need to do basically 5 challenges and get 2 victories. And there's awards given challenging at 1, 3, and 5 times. And I thought, because once you click the button, everything is automatic. You do 3 matches, and thank God you can fast forward through all of them. So I won the first match, barely. I lost the second match, and then I lost the third, so I lose this one. That's okay. That's what I get for sucking, all right? And there, I've got one of the rewards already activated. Let's see who they match me up with. This person's not too much more powerful than me, so there's a chance that I can beat them, but I'm not off to a good start. All right, looks like I'm not going to beat these guys. I won 1 out of 3. That's not enough for a victory. All right, we're going to do a third challenge. All right. They did not. It said the entire video. Oh my God, really? Okay, yeah, that would piss me off. Because usually when I get copyright claim, they'll at least say it's this segment of like audio from like this timestamp to this timestamp, you know? And if they're not even bothering to do that, that just sucks. Um, I'm really sorry that you had to deal with that, Squiffid. Um, did you try to reach out to them and say, "Hey, come on, how can we make this so that I can post it?" Like, did you do anything like that, or did they just like did they sandbag you at every turn? Okay, and I think we can do two more challenges. So, all right. Hey, Marshlands, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. How was Peacemaker? How is First of all, how is the show? Because I've never watched it. I just saw Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad. I was really mad at him for killing, what was his name? I think it was Rick Flag, because I liked Rick Flag, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Why did you do that? Um, and that was back in the DCEU, and so like, I don't know how that has shaken out for him yet. So, okay, this should hopefully be a really easy victory. One, three, crunch, three. All right, that was a really easy victory. All right, and it looks like I can get all of these now, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. All right, and we are done with the arena. We're going to do Elseworlds, but before we do Elseworlds, because that one is long and involved, um, we're going to go over here to security plan, go to our dailies, and we're just going to collect all of the rewards for the dailies, except for the Elseworlds. And I've got um, two more levels here that I can get. And what? Okay, I've got all the remaining weeklies up here. Contribute in 2 areas of league challenges, recruit characters 20 times, contribute in 3 areas, and then rank up characters twice. So, what we're gonna do? Let's go to Peacemaker's apology tour, because apparently like while I've been doing some of my tasks for the dailies, I've also gotten some of the tasks for Peacemaker's apology tour done as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and do gain 24 stars once during a single Crisis Watch theme. I did that. Yay. And let's see. What are my dailies for this? We've got about looks like 5 of those left. We got to challenge Peacemaker once, recruit 1 time in featured recruitment, recruit 5 times in featured recruitment, upgrade equipment 1 time, and then level up a character 5 times. These are easy. I can do all of these. So first, let's go and level up a character. Now, as you guys can see, I've got my top row right here of, let's go with just the first 5. I've got Superman, Batman, Nightwing, Green Arrow, and Mr. Terrific, all at level 140. What I've decided to do for the time being is just kind of hold off on ranking up my top tier, because I think I want to start getting some more legendaries before I do that. I need Superman and Wonder Woman and stuff like that. Because they can be ranked up further and therefore have more levels to go up against. So what I'm doing in the meantime is I'm going down here to some of my characters who are not quite at 140. Like, let's go to Mr. Constantine here. We're just going to go ahead and take him up 5 levels because I like this guy. I really like his abilities and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's another thing we've done for the apology tour. And we're gonna do something that I think you guys will like a little bit more here. We're gonna go over to the mother box. All right. And the featured recruitment is the one featuring Peacemaker right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw 5 times from here. Now let me show you how this works, okay? So basically you spend 1 super encrypted token. I've got 25 of them right now, okay? So what we're going to do is here are your odds. If you pull a legendary, you will it's 100% guaranteed to be Peacemaker, all right? It says that every 150 pulls you make in this pool, there's two similar sounding words that I have to differentiate when I pronounce them. You will get one legendary. So if you make 150 pulls, you will get Peacemaker from this pool. Okay. Now, I've got 5 because I did 5 pulls from this pool yesterday because that's something you have to do in order to get those silver helmets for Peacemaker's apology tour. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make 5 more pulls tonight and just see how it goes. All right, so we're gonna do them one at a time because I don't want to spend 10 tokens. We're gonna just do 5. If again, very small chance, but a chance that I could get Peacemaker. All right, so we got the cheetah. That's fine. Let's see who we're getting next. All right, we got the black manta. I'm fine with all of this. Scarecrow. And I like getting these fragments because I'm using them to rank up these purple characters. Let's see, number 4 is... Here we go, Killer Croc. All right. I just kicked his ass in Batman Arkham Asylum. It was fun. And our 5th and final pull of the night is Phantom Stranger. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm. And I could maybe do this tomorrow night before I do Film First Friday. I don't know if you guys would be interested in me doing that. But if you guys want to see me like make these draws and see what characters I get, let me know. Let me know if you think that'd be cool. So, all right, let me see. Dwayne Johnson wanted Black Adam to be a big part of the DC franchise. He wanted to do a sequel where he fought Henry Cavill's Superman, which, that's cool, but dude, where's the respect for your main nemesis, you know? Like, I get it, but come on, dude, you know? And the funny thing is, I like The Rock. I think I'm not going to call him a good actor, but he's definitely an entertaining performer. And like, I kind of like him off camera too. He seems to be a decent dude. But come on, dude, you're not using your head here. All right, so you did try to reach out and it got your channel removed. Squiffed, I am so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. I'm that is really unfortunate, and you have nothing but my sympathy for that. Like, I'm so sorry. I really am. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So Marshland says that it's very rare that he ever uses clips on his channel, largely due to just how rough they can be, especially against smaller channels. I mean, that's fair. That's completely fair, you know. Let's see. CG says that he thinks that Dwayne Johnson wanted to have a lot of creative control over DC, but James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over got in the way of that happening. Okay. Peacemaker is overall pretty fun. Season 1 is pretty much a follow-up to the Suicide Squad's 2021 film. And Season 2 takes place a few months after the new Superman movie. Okay. All right. I like that. And do they acknowledge that they are in, like, a different multiverse? Or are they just kind of like, screw it, we're not going to say anything? I'd really like to know. In 2022, Dwayne Johnson was Black Adam, as well as the voice of Crypto, the Superdog, in DC League of Super Pets. Oh, that's hilarious. He wanted both films to have sequels. Well, of course he would. It's more work for him. I get it. All right, let's go back to Peacemaker's apology tour. Let's go get the rewards that we got for... There we go. We leveled up a character. I need to upgrade a piece of equipment. Let's go ahead and go to my characters. Soups is all graded up for the time being. Batman, let's go ahead and upgrade this piece of equipment that he's got. Boom. There we go. Equipment upgraded. And Okay, and I forget, how do you, okay, why does it keep sending me here? Dude, unless you got something free for me to grab, don't keep sending me here. That's just mean. All right, can I challenge him? How do we do that? I've completely forgotten how you do that. Oh, right. That's the login challenge. That's easily done. Meet your Peacemaker? Ah, here we go. This is where we can fight Peacemaker, okay? One thing that I think is funny about Peacemaker is that if he's on your team and you take someone out on the opposing team, he plays air guitar, and in doing so, he heals everyone on the team for like just a little bit of health. But it's really funny, and I like that character touch for him. I think that's really, really awesome. All right, I probably won't do any better than I did last night, but let's just go ahead and fight him. So, all right, let's see. Fair warning, it definitely earns its TVMA rating, lots of gore, swearing, nudity, etc. I am A-okay with that. I watched The Boys and Invincible. It's fine. So, all right, let's see. Also trying his best to take control of DC, but his movies didn't necessarily get the reaction he wanted. I mean, that's what happens when you put yourself out there creatively, though. Some people are going to love you, some people are going to hate you, and it could turn out that a lot of people end up not liking you, you know? Let's see. CG was hoping for a Black Adam sequel. It seemed like The Rock wanted to fight Superman because of how powerful and popular Superman is. And I get it. And I mean, like, you know, he's a former, he's a former wrestler, like pro wrestler, you know. I totally get it. And I see why he'd want to do that. And I know people would have loved that. Hell, I'm pretty sure I would have tuned in and watched that. Okay. But, you can't just go in and make these demands. Like, you got to prove yourself. And apparently he did not prove himself that well. So, honestly, for Black Adam, apart from Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, it was just okay enough. Let's see. CG has seen season 1 of Peacemaker. It's very adult, but it's good. Okay. Apparently, he even fought back against appearing in the Shazam movies. He was absolutely against being a Shazam villain. See, that right there, Marshlands, is like, to me, that's the nail in the coffin right there. You can think whatever you want, but when you start saying stuff like that, and you start saying stuff like that where DC fans can hear you, I wouldn't blame people if they were like, you know what, get out of here. We don't want you doing this. Like, he's demonstrating his ignorance of the character and the property. And that probably is a big part of what sunk him with DC execs, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. All right, how'd we do? I think, yeah, that's slightly better than before. I'll have to work on my top team because I really do want to, I want to do better here. So, all right, so there we go. We've got all of our dailies done for Peacemaker's Apology Tour. And let's see. A lot of the rest of these are based on. Okay, so we have to clear Elseworlds. God, Elseworlds is such a pain sometimes. Collect dispatch rewards 40 times. I'm gonna knock that right out of the park. Hire League mercenaries to clear any stage 5 times. Okay, I need to learn more about hiring mercenaries because I don't really do that. Clear all 3 areas of disturbing the peace. The next one will open tomorrow, I think. Obtain Peacemaker, that's going to be tough. Recruit 20 times in featured recruitment. We've now done 10 since I did 5 today. And then rank up Peacemaker to rank 6, which that will take time. So, all right. So now, something I want to do before we hit Elseworlds up. First of all, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click that to make it go away. Just new equipment, which some of it I might be interested in buying, but not at the moment. So, But we're going to go over here to characters. I want to take a look at my purple characters, and these are, hold on, elite characters. There we go. All right. So Red Robin here, and again, if you can't tell, Tim Drake is my favorite of the Robins. He's maxed out at rank, I think this is rank 8. Because the 3 red stars are in addition to the 5 golden stars that represent the first 5 levels. So he's max ranked. But as you can see, I've got some of these elite characters that are not max ranked. And it looks like I can rank up Killer Croc for the final time. And looks like Scarecrow as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and rank up Killer Croc. And basically just kind of get it so that whenever I get any more Killer Croc fragments, I can just not worry about having to rank him up ever again, and I can just start spending those fragments when I want to rank up my higher level heroes. So, and then we're going to go up to Scarecrow here. I believe he's got a rank up. So we're going to go ahead and use him. I don't like this design of Scarecrow. I'm not going to lie. It's okay. It's not bad. For my money, though, nothing touches the Arkham Asylum design. That design of Scarecrow freaked me out. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to have anything to do with this guy. This one's okay. And I get that this is kind of like this game is probably aimed at a younger audience, so I get it. But yeah, like one of my kind of sub goals for my roster is to just get all of my elite characters max ranked so that I don't ever have to think about which ones I need to save ever again. So I still need to rank up the Huntress, the Cheetah, Phantom Stranger, Frankenstein, and Black Canary. So a good chunk of my other elite characters are taken care of. So, all right, DC League of Super Pets has a big voice cast that also includes Kevin Hart as Bathound, John Krasinski as Superman, and Keanu Reeves as Batman. Keanu Reeves as Batman? Holy crap, that's awesome! That is awesome. I've got to find that. Let's see. Yeah, they do acknowledge at the start of season 2 that it is a different universe while also explaining that the majority of season 1 also happened just in this universe somehow. Okay, all right. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. DC League of Super Pets was a fun enough film, but Crypto is a massive jerk in that film for a large portion. Is it kind of one of those, like, dude needs to learn his lesson kind of things? All right, CG likes DC League of Super Pets, but prefers the Crypto Superdog cartoon show from the 2000s. I've never even heard of that until now. I was today years old when I heard about that. The Rock is also notorious for having a bit of an ego. That's easy to believe. Like when he appeared in the Fast and the Furious movies, it was in his contract that he was not allowed to lose fights, and he had to have the equal amount of hits as other characters in fight scenes involving him with others like Vin Diesel and Jason Statham. Yeah, I could see that being a bit of an issue. Richard Grayson is the Robin that CG is used to seeing, so it's hard for him to not be his favorite Robin, which I get that. He's a classic. I totally get that, you know? The Scarecrow looks incredibly cool in the Batman cartoons from the 90s. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good looking design too. I will agree. Honestly, this Scarecrow mostly looks like a kid-friendly version of the Arkham Asylum Scarecrow. That's not a bad way of characterizing it, and I would say that that's probably exactly what they were going for with this game. So, honestly, Chris O'Donnell's version of Dick Grayson Robin in Batman Forever was one of Marshland's favorites. Um, eh, I mean, he did a fine job with what he had. I don't feel like they gave him. I don't feel like they did a very good job with Robin's characterization in that film or in the other one. And I kind of, at this point, I just lay the blame on Schumacher. So, Crypto, the Superdog cartoon show, used to air on the Cartoon Network. CJ grew up watching it. Okay. And then Marshland has personally only seen bits and pieces of that show. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. And I think what we're going to do at this point, let me go to security plan. We got some weekly missions. Let's go ahead and collect those. There we go. And it looks like, what are those? I probably need to spend them because I hate these red dots. Like, I want to get the red dots. I want to get rid of them. These are rare character chests. Okay, they're not going to be that valuable except for just providing rank up resources for my higher tier characters. So let's just go ahead and use them. And there we go. We got 10 apiece of, I think, all of my rare characters. There are only 5, I think. So we got 10 of each. Catwoman, Batgirl, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and The Question, it looks like. So there we go. All right. Now it is time to go for, okay, I'm just checking my phone's power level. Now it is time to go for Elseworld, guys. This stage, sometimes I can clear it without spending any adrenaline shots, and then other times I need to spend like 3 because it's just ridiculous. So let's see. Recommended characters include Batman, Robin, Jason Todd, and the Black Manta. Do any of these teams contain any of them? Oh wait, Jason Todd's on this team. Oh man, but we got like 2 legendaries on this team. Ooh. Oh, that's tempting. And it's the Flash and Green Lantern. Oh, I think I gotta go with them. All right, the first time an enemy's HP percentage falls below 60 and 30%, their damage dealt increases by 35%. Jesus, that's going to be a problem. All right, I'm going to go with this one. I try to skip these battles whenever I can. Black Manta is one of the recommended characters, so we're going to go ahead and grab him. And we're going to go to our first fight. Let me just take a look at this one. I've got a green and a blue tank, which means I would need a red and a blue tank to fight, ideally. This would work. All right, let's try these out. Let's see how it goes. All right, so there's those 2. All right, and then let's see. We're going to go ahead and go with... Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I'm putting Green Lantern in because even though he's not great against the blue characters, he's got a vicious ultimate that's actually fairly high damage. So, all right. CG doesn't think that Joel Schumacher deserves too much blame. He was given a lot of pressure to make the Batman films more family friendly and marketable than what he had envisioned for Batman. Okay, fair enough. I'll call it a studio issue then. See, like Green Lantern has got some decent DPS here. I really like the Jessica Cruz Green Lantern in this game too. She would do really, like, she would, in my opinion, she would be the pinnacle of a defensive team. At least like a shields team. Because man, that girl puts shields on people like it's no one else's business. All right, first battle is usually not a problem. So, but we got several of these to deal with. Like I think there's like 9 or 10 battles total. and I can maybe skip like 3 of them. Okay. When an ally casts their ultimate, this ally... Nope. Nope. Uh, let's see. Increases damage by 50% when HP is below 40%, or when detonating, the detonation damage increases by 20% for every stack of frostbite the target has. I've got Mr. Freeze. He can use frostbite. I guess let's go with that for now. I guess. And let's do another battle. Let's see. I don't know if I want to deal with that one. Maybe... No red tanks. That sucks. Alright, let's go with these guys then. Alright, you think that Jessica Cruz is getting a cartoon show? I don't know much about her character at all. Like, I barely had heard of her before I started playing this game, so... Okay. Let's think. I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay. Marshland says that personally, he has dumb enough fun with Batman Forever. In his opinion, it was the Batman and Robin movie that got too stupid and cringe for him. That's fair. That's fair. I thought Batman Forever was fine. It definitely felt like a dip in quality from the Tim Burton movies, but like it was decently entertaining, and I liked Val Kilmer as Batman. Um, and then Chris O'Donnell was fine as Robin. Again, I just didn't feel like the studio understood the character very well. So, CG is a fan of both Schumacher films. Okay. He doesn't know much about Jessica Cruz either, but has seen enough, or has seen DC Superhero Girls, which is a cartoon show that she has a big role in. Okay, all right. I wasn't aware of that. So, and there we go. Looks like all my dudes survived, so thank God. May have to go with the next battle, though. Okay. At the start of the battle, add 2 stacks of armor breaks and 2 stacks of slow to all enemies for 2 turns. I like that one. Or decrease enemy attack and crit rating, or crit damage by 15%. Ooh, that's nice too. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. But if that one comes up again, I'll probably grab it. All right, let's see. Increase damage by 60% when attacking an enemy from the front row. Ultimates cost 1 fewer point for allies in the front row. Ooh. Or all allies gain a 30% chance to assist. That's pretty nice. Hmm. I'm gonna go with the allies assist since that's everyone. And I'm gonna grab Martian Manhunter for my tank. Okay. Ideally, I'm looking for a red and blue tank. There we go. We got to deal with Kid Flash's healing and Black Canary's healing. Holy crap. That's a lot of healing, but also not a whole lot of damage. Mirror Master is pretty good at damage, but I don't know. I'm willing to give this one a shot. Let's see how we go with it. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of position swaps. I'm actually going to swap out Bane and put in Martian Manhunter. All right. Okay, wish me luck. We'll see how this one goes. All right, let's see. Marshlands has never actually seen DC superhero girls, but apparently there's actually three different versions. My God. Did people just really like that show and they made a bunch of them, or what? Was there a fight behind the scenes for creative vision? I've got questions here. All right, the second Burton Batman film got a lot of backlash from parents, and it didn't make as much as the first film, so the franchise went in a different direction. Yeah, I get that. I mean, you can say what you want, but when you're doing superhero films, kids are gonna be interested in them, no matter how dark they are. It's why, parents get warnings before like Deadpool comes out, or Deadpool and Wolverine, or you know, the I don't know, the Joker movie. It's like parents don't think, oh yeah, this might be a bit dark for my kid, and it's like, superhero movies can go pretty dark when you want them to. And we broke the ice sculpture. All right, how are we looking health wise? Looks like Manta's in the biggest trouble so far. See, I dislike this because Kid Flash and Black Canary both are healers, and they keep healing everyone up, and it just pisses me off. And then Mirror Master's got that back row attack. Oh God, that's really driving me up the wall. There we go. We got their tank. Okay. And finally, Green Lantern gets his ultimate. Okay. Come on. Take out someone before one of the healer. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Who did that? Was that Martian Manhunter? I don't think I'd seen that attack before. That was nice. That did quite a bit of damage across the three remaining uh defenders too. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I think we're gonna get that. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab it. Just put debuffs on my opponents. We're gonna grab who is this? Deathstroke. There we go. We're gonna grab Deathstroke. Okay. All right, Batman Returns had a fast food toy line despite not being a film for kids. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that was their own fault then. That was their own fault, and I'm sure that was out of Tim Burton's hands. So the original DC Superhero Girls was a line of animated movies. Then they made a few Lego movies, and the latest version is a web series that I think became a regular series. Ooh, guys, I just had and forgive me, Marshlands. This probably isn't what you expect to hear based on me reading your most recent chat here. Um, there is a new Lego Batman game coming out in 2026. Um, maybe I should watch the trailer and react to it. What do you guys think? Tell me. Okay, let's see. Blue tanks. Frickin' Kid Flash is on there. Red and green tanks. Black Canaries over there. Blue and green tanks, Black Canaries there. I'm going to be dealing with a healer no matter what. Um, you know what? Let's go and beat up on Black Canary then. And Zatanna for that matter. Okay, let's see. We're going to keep red and green tanks focused on each other. This ought to be interesting actually. Let's just see how it goes. All right. Okay, CG likes my trailer reactions. Okay. Um Tim Burton wanted to make a third film, but he felt like his contributions were no longer wanted. so he left. Okay. And then Michael Keaton didn't like the new direction, so he also left. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard. So, yeah, Warner Brothers has always been pretty reactionary when it comes to DC movies. Hopefully, they don't interfere with the new DCU. I mean, like the way I see it, after the three Guardians of the Galaxy movies, like they should just let James Gunn do his thing. Just let him be Kevin Feige of DCU for at least like three movies. And then they can make an assessment and go, okay, we like this or we don't like this, and we're gonna, we're gonna interfere a little bit more. But they would be wise at this point to just let him do his thing, because after watching Superman, and I know some people will disagree with me here, and again, I love the Guardians movies. I loved all three of them. I felt like each Guardians of the Galaxy movie was better than the previous movie before it. I really do feel that. And again, I know some people will disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But I just really got it. I really liked that franchise, and I only loved it more as it went on. So, um, and I really enjoyed Superman. I really did. I was like, oh God, this is the Superman that I can get behind. You know, love Henry Cavill as an actor and a performer. He's got great presence. His Superman did not do it for me. All right, just saying. Okay, let's see. Increased attack of allies with the mighty trait. Increase damage by 50% when enemy HP is below 40%. Increase attack by 50% when my HP is above 60%. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that one, I guess. What? I said which one. Come on. Okay. Okay, at the start of the battle, all allies can gain a shield that can absorb a total damage equal to 30% of max HP for 2 turns. Or when healed, receive 2 stacks of shelter and increase action bar progress by 15%. I don't really have healers on my team, so that's probably not worth it. At the beginning of the battle, gain 6 energy. That could be helpful, actually. We're going to go with that one. Okay, I don't think I have a red tank, so we might go with Bizarro there. Let me just check. I got 2 green tanks and 1 blue tank. Yeah, let's go with let's grab Bizarro. All right. Okay. So far, I'm actually doing pretty well. I have had to spend resources way before this sometimes, but this particular handicap for tonight has not been very bad. So thankfully, the new Superman did well. Hopefully, Supergirl also does well. I mean, based on the intro and what that makes me suspect for the next Supergirl movie, I've got the sneaking suspicion that it's gonna do just fine. I'm definitely pumped to go see it. So, um, let's see. Marshlands is definitely interested to see what they do with Lanterns, Supergirl, and Clayface next year. Yeah, guys, give me an idea of what DCU properties are coming down the timeline. If you can give me a timeline, that would be great. Like, my understanding is that there's a Creature Commandos that is technically the start of the DCU, then Superman, now Peacemaker's second season, and then what? Please tell me. Tell me so I can have an idea. Oh god, they've got 3 legendaries, including, oh, flip that. No way. No. Shock that. We're not doing this. They got Luthor and Wonder Woman? Mm-mm. Oh dear god. These are all annoying teams. Oh my god, I am screwed no matter what. Alright, fine. Let's go with this one. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna remove Martian Manhunter and replace him with Bizarro. Um, I'm going to reposition the Flash. And then let's prioritize ultimates. I want Green Lantern's ultimate prioritized. Nah, screw it. Let's go ahead and do it that way. I'd rather have Manta as a recommended character for this Elseworld, so all right. Okay, guys, wish me luck. We're gonna see how this one shakes out. Go! Alright, let's see. CG thinks that it would be cool to do a watch party for the 1984 Supergirl before next year's Supergirl film. So guess what, CG? Guess what? I've never seen Supergirl. I've never seen Supergirl. So that would be a film first Friday. I think that would be a film first Friday. And I'm not opposed to it. So we'll have to see. All right. James Gunn has also teased bringing Blue Beetle in at some point in Peacemaker season 2. Okay. So if he does that, all right, and this is the Cobra Kai fanboy in me talking, if he does not use Xolo Maridueña, I'm gonna be pissed, okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, that kid did a hell of a job throughout all 6 seasons of Cobra Kai, and as far as I'm concerned, he deserves as much work as he can get. So, um, there's been a lot of talk about a Batman film that would be in the DC universe, separate from the Matt Reeves Batman universe that's still going on. Would they exist at the same time? Because frankly, that would be awesome. I love the idea of them doing different multiverses of Batman at the same time. Because then they could fricking do that with Spider-Man. They technically do that already. It's just that they do it with animated, you know? So, all right, I lost both tanks, but we got through that one fairly easily. So, yay. Increases back row allied character attack by 25% and crit by 20%. Yes, we're going to do that. All right, we got another battle ahead. Oh god, it's going to suck no matter what, isn't it? God, I hate that this is the easiest one. Or the most tempting looking one, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. All right, at least Bane can heal. Um, okay. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. So far, the majority of both the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker season 1 are canon to the DCU. Okay. Um, and James Gunn has recently been stating that there's a potential that Blue Beetle could also be made canon. God, please do that. Please do that. All right. To the best of Marshall's knowledge, Xolo is meant to, at bare minimum, do a Blue Beetle animated series at some point. Okay, but don't do live action Blue Beetle without him. Please. Seems like there could be 2 different Batman film franchises going on at the same time. However, they have yet to announce who will play Batman in the DCU. Oh. God, I think that would be great. Oh, they took out Manta. Okay. Amanda Waller is set to get her own show. That's good. Viola Davis is she is a spectacular actress. I really like her. All right. Took out the Flash and he took out Manta. All things considered, not bad actually. Can't complain too much. When dealing frostbite damage, no, I'm not going to do that. Let's go with attack at an extra. No, let's go with max HP at another 15% for my team. Um, Cyborg. I hate Cyborg so much when he goes in against me, but my God, he is so much fun to have on my team. Ultimates cost 1 fewer point for allies in the front row. When any friendly party suffers damage, it has a 40% probability to use a common attack to counter, and the common attack damage is increased by 50%. That's not bad. Each friendly ally gets immunity and 5 layers of healing for 1 round when their HP drops below 30% for the first time in battle. Ooh. I think I'm going to go with that, actually. And, I don't know. I'm torn between Starfire and Star Sapphire. Let's go with Star Sapphire. All right, final battle. They're all legendaries. They're all going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. So we're putting Cyborg out there. And let's see. Screw it. Let's put Star Sapphire out there as well. All right. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay. In regards to DCU proper, so far we have 4 projects. We have Creature Commandos Season 1, Superman, Welcome to Metropolis, a prequel novel. What? And is that actually canon? The new Superman and then Peacemaker Season 2. Okay. All right. Seems like Wonder Woman will get a new film that wouldn't be in the same continuity as the previous Wonder Woman films. That's probably likely. We'll see what happens, you know? Okay, doing a surprisingly good job here. Oh man, Soups is about to buy it. No, okay, no, he's got immunity. He's got another round or so. Like, he's not going to suffer. Whoa, never mind. The hell happened? I thought he had another full round before I was going to be able to touch him. Damn. Okay. I'm going to say that the reason that we did so well on this one, and I really hate that. I really hate Flash pulling a flashpoint and then fully healing himself. That pisses me off. Because then I think he gets an AoE attack when he does it too. And it's just like, screw you. I was going to say, Cyborg, shut this guy down, please. There we go. We did it. And not only did we do it, we didn't have to spend any adrenaline shots to do it. And we get 15 more Manta fragments, which is good for ranking up heroes. And, you know, there we go. We're done with, I think we're mostly done with all of the daily things that we need to do. So let's go ahead and grab this last daily. Let's see. The recruitment, that'll happen in 2 days. League challenge, that'll probably happen tomorrow. And then 3, that'll happen in like 3 days. 2 or 3 days. I don't know which yet. All right, we're going to go over here to the archive. We're going to go to character files because I really like that they changed the legendaries to red instead of yellow. It was really hard to distinguish between a legendary and an epic, and it really kind of drove me batty for a little while. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's start John Stewart's. I'm gonna tap. You get like one of these per day because you get one of the things to unlock it, doing your dailies. And then I should have a gallery puzzle piece. We have a Harley puzzle piece. We got a face. She got a pretty face, so we got a face. Okay. And there we go. All right. We are pretty much done at this point. Sorry, I'm making all the red dots go away. But let me see. Wow, we've been streaming for like an hour and 40 minutes. Um, it don't feel like it. All right, we got an encrypted token, and I'll tell you guys what. Let me have a look. We're at 10 out of okay, and it doesn't seem to track my epic progress. The epic recruitment tends to do that. Let's have a look. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Epic guarantee at 16 out of 40. Let's see if we can grab an epic because I've got Grodd and Kid Flash in my pool. And I've got like 55 encrypted tokens, so we'll just go ahead and do like 10 tonight. Who knows? We might get lucky. Here we go. We're just going to do pull 10 all at once. All right, doesn't look like we got one. We got one elite, two elites, three. We got four elites actually. That's pretty good. So we got fragments for those characters, which again will be great for me getting the elites ranked up, and then I can just I can just, you know, keep using their oh, looks like we may be able to rank up Black Manta. All right. Yeah. Looks like it may just be Black Manta, but that this may be the last this is probably the last time I need to rank him up. And he has exactly 30. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and get him because he's recommended for some Elseworlds runs like tonight's. So if I'd had him ranked up fully, he might have lasted a little bit longer. But there we go. Why have we got a missions thing here? Oh, right. I forgot about that. We did do that. That's worth 200 points. That'll get us another level on the security plan. Let's go ahead and grab that. And I'm almost at the end here. And for those of you like if you're interested, I did purchase the Plan X. The first row is what you get if you don't purchase anything. If you have the Plan X, you get like everything on the second row in the blue at the bottom. And it's a lot of stuff. If you're playing this game every day and you have the means, I would say it's worth it. If you're, if you are not interested in being pay to play, totally understand and respect that. Um, but I've decided that since I am, basically kind of obsessed with this game and I'm logging in every day to play it, I'm just like, we're gonna grab it. So, all right, let me see what else you guys have been saying. Let's see. All right, I don't think there's anything else here to worry about. So, uh, man, you guys are talking a lot and I love it. Okay. As far as upcoming, next year there's meant to be Lanterns as a Green Lantern TV show. Oh, really? A Supergirl movie and a Clayface movie. There's also a show called Waller coming that will focus on Amanda Waller. Nice. Also, it seems like James Mangold, director of The Wolverine and Logan, could be directing a Swamp Thing film. There's also been talk of a Teen Titans film. Nice. There's even been talk about a film featuring Deathstroke and Bane, but not much is known about it. Very, very cool. The Authority was apparently recently canceled, but we're also supposed to be getting a season 2 of Creature Commandos, a project called Paradise Lost about Themyscira, where Wonder Woman is from. Let's see. There's like CG said, there's plans for a Teen Titans movie as well as a Deathstroke and Bane. There's talk of a Swamp Thing movie as well as some type of projects for Booster Gold and Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle. Wow. Okay, that's a deep cut. CG is hoping that the Teen Titans film has Raven because she's easily his favorite DC hero outside of the big two, Batman and Superman. All right. There's also Batman the Brave and the Bold, which will introduce Damian and focus on the Bat family. Uh, there's a planned movie with Dick Grayson and Jason Todd planned called Dynamic Duo. But James Gunn has stated recently that he's not fully decided on if that will be part of the DCU or not. Okay, all right. And DC or CG needs to head out. Okay, CG. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. You take care. It's good to see you, and I hope you have a good rest of the evening. All right. CG is hoping that we also have a good night. Thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. Good to see you. All right. Well, this has been fun. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm probably going to call an end to this because there's not much else for me to do in game, and we've been having some really nice discussions about DC at this point. So this has been really nice. But I think at this point I'm going to stop this stream, and then probably about 11 o'clock, I'm going to watch two more episodes of Way of the House Husband. If you guys want to join me for that, feel free to. It's gonna be a watch party, so you'll have to have access to it. It's on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, you've got access to it. But I've got four more episodes to finish by the end of the month, and I basically want to make sure I get it done by the end of the month. And I got a little time tonight, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna head off. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and jump over to this screen right here. And again, thank you guys for being here. I really enjoy these discussions. I really enjoy being able to ask those of you who are much more expert than I am about DC and its lore and its all of the stuff surrounding it in a meta context. I appreciate it very much. So thank you guys for being here. Uh, Thanks to CG Anime Fan, to Marshlands, to House of X, and to I think one other person showed up, or maybe it was just the three of you. Oh yeah, Andrew showed up. So thank you guys, all of you, for being here, and Squiffid, who is now engaged. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Take care. Thanks for being here. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.